Alright, this may get a little noisy, but this is Worbla. These are some scrap pieces that I have. So I am going to just give you an idea of the procedure here. It's relatively quick. Now sometimes I go a little beyond because I am going to sandwich this between two pieces of plywood basically and throw it in the vise for 15 or 20 minutes. But if you look at some of the stuff on YouTube, you'll see that sometimes it isn't necessary, depending, just how tight of a bond I guess you want to do with it. So that's that one. Now I'm going to take this one and put it there. As you can tell, they're all scrap pieces. Now somewhere around here I should have a can. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Now I'm just going to use a can of paint here I got for now, just to give you an idea. I'm sure there's other ways of doing it. So I want to get it hot, evenly hot. So just kind of pay attention to the pattern that I'm doing. I want to make sure I heat it through at this point because I'm going to be trying to sandwich these together without any air. Alright, so now I'm going to kind of just roll that out like that. And heat it up a little bit. And put another piece on top of that. And believe it or not, it'll bond as one. As you've seen before in that other holster that I had done. You can't even tell that there were multiple layers. It was just like one thick layer. And I'm kind of hoping that you're hearing me at this point over the what you call it here. Now I did have a roller around here someplace that would probably be easier to use. I just don't know where the hell I put it. Yeah, I know I got one. I just don't know where I put it. Yeah, we kind of just heat it up a little bit. And I'll roll it. And like I say, this you may not have to do. You got to work on it yourself to see how you actually like it or want to work it, if you want to work it at all. And I'm going to throw another piece on top of that one because I'm going to make this one 4 layers thick instead of 3. And for what reason, I don't know. Just to do it, I guess, and to see how it actually comes out when we're done. Now, doing this, well, I'll show you in a minute with some scrap stuff, because this is taking a little bit longer because I'm going to make a holster with it, or try to anyway. And like I say, you can probably just throw it in a toaster oven for 30 seconds or 40 seconds and accomplish the same thing. Alright, so I got some nice, thick, heavy-duty Worbla. I'll turn that off and put it down there for a minute. I'm just going to roll over this real quick. I am going to get another piece of plywood of some sort that I'm sure that you think I'd have ready, but no, why would I do such a thing? That would be too easy. So I'm just going to take this plywood, I'm going to set it on top of that piece. I'm going to throw it in the vise for a minute, so hold on. I threw it in the vise, and I'm only throwing it in the vise until it cools down. It takes 5-6 minutes to cool down, so it's not that it's a big deal. And the vise is just snug. Now, let me give you an idea what I'm talking about. If I can find something here that I don't mind, I'll use the scissors. Lay it on top of the scissors. Now, even though I'm making this hot, as you can see, hot enough to where I can work it actually. And it's starting to lay down a little bit. It's actually starting to sink in, if you can see what I'm talking about. And you see the form of the scissors actually. Now let me turn that off. I can actually touch this and form it right around the scissors if I want. Yeah, I wonder, I never tried this before, but I wonder if this will work. Oh yeah, look at that. A sponge, a piece of foam. I mean, it's that easy to work with. And like I say, I was doing it with my hands immediately afterwards, so it's not super hot. You can tighten up where you want it to be tight. You can loosen up where you don't want it to be so tight. Yeah, so it's actually a pretty good little product. So leave that sit for like a minute or two, not even, and the next thing you know, it's done. So now you can also, I can't show you all that it does, but if you go on the YouTube and type in Worbla, W-O-R-B-L-A, and I'm not trying to sell the product, but if you like doing things as a hobbyist, you know, this is pretty good because they make all kinds of links with it, chains, ropes. Yeah, I'll tell you, they go nuts with this stuff because it's so easy to mold, you know, once you start working it and get it warm. Well, I can't take my scissors out. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I usually have more than one pair of scissors in the drawer. But apparently I used them someplace else and left them wherever it was that I used them. So, but anyway, you kind of get the idea. You know, it's actually, oh, there we go. I can use the scissors now. Take that piece. Take that piece. Now that'll dry. The thicker you make it, naturally, the more secure it's going to be. But you can take this stuff, start heating it up real quick, and the next thing you know, you can bend it, you can form it, you can make a funnel with it. I mean, it's just, you know, I mean, there's just a lot of things. I mean, you can do anything you want with it, basically. It's pretty decent stuff. I'm surprised. So, and like I say, if you're a hobbyist and you like to build little things, you can even take and make yourself a little model if you wanted to. You know, if you wanted to form it out with certain things around the house, or you cut a piece of wood to make it as a form and drop this stuff over it. You know, I mean, you can make wheels. You can do anything you want with this stuff. It's pretty good. I'm not saying it's the best thing in the world, especially for holsters. Yes, it works for me on some of my smaller guns. You know, it just gives me an option of working with something different. However, as a hobbyist, I can see a lot of uses for this. So I hope you kind of got an idea what it's all about. Okay? So that's part already. You know, and if I wanted to add something to that or whatever, you know, you can do it. You can cut it out. Now, if you were going to do 2 or 3 layers of this, like I'm doing with the other one, I would put all the layering together first and then do what I just did, and it's just as easy. It works the same way. So, alright guys, catch you later. Alright, I took that Worbla out, and as you can see, now it's actually thick. 3 layers seem to be perfect. 4 layers, I'll let you know once I start molding it around a gun. I mean, it's nice. The thickness is nice to have. However, it just may be a little too thick. But other than that, that's 4. Now, how thick is that? I give up. How thick is that? Well, let's see here. According to the old measuring tape, it is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3/16. Okay, not too bad. All right, that's where we're at.